Hey everybody, this is a shout out to the Next News Network for bringing this video to us. Next month in November, when the EBT benefits get frozen because the government is shut down, a lot of people aren't going to handle that well, apparently. And apparently, they're openly saying this on platforms like TikTok and Instagram or X or wherever they're saying it. But he's actually got some examples I'm going to show you, but I think it's important that people get the word out because next month, I would say anywhere from the 1st to the 10th. I don't know when they pass these things out, but anywhere from the 1st to the 10th, y'all better watch out because people are touched in the head. And you know what I find amazingly funny is that the prophets, many of them, all said something very similar about how the nation America falls. We fall from within. I wonder why. Look how people are getting ready to behave over this. And I'm not saying that the government being shut, yes, they're screwing over a lot of people by doing this. And both sides need to come together and talk about it because this isn't good. Because a lot of people do depend on those benefits. And just to say, well, too bad, so sad, that's not right. Especially near the holidays. People take that very serious. And these people, now these are the crazy ones. So please, people, pass along this and check out the Next News Network and make that the video viral so everybody knows not to behave like this because this is not appropriate behavior in which these guys are doing. So we're going to get them up.
It's going to be mass chaos.
Oh, wait. I got to back it up a little. Sorry. Right here. I think, yeah.
Now, if you have small children in the room.
Okay, this is, by the way, don't let any kids see this, please. I'm going to put the restriction on, but don't.
In the room, earmuffs?
Yeah, because some of these people get colorful.
Because what you're about to see are some of these folks whose SNAP benefits are about to dry up. This is what they're saying.
Hey, it's about to be, you know what? Since they want to take food stamps away, I'm going to fucking Walmart. I'm going to rack up any downtown Walmart, throw this shit right in the basket. I'm going right about that bitch. Move, get the fuck out of my way. I'm not paying for a damn thing. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't getting a food stamp on EBT. Oh, watch this. I'm about to, it's about to be some bullshit. It about to be some shit. I'm about to go in that bitch masked up, you hear me? Masked up, racking every damn thing up off the damn shelf, throwing that shit in a basket, walking clean up out there. Well, got me fucked up, boy. It about to be Thanksgiving, you hear me? And Christmas coming up, and y'all gonna take away nigga EBT? Oh, nah, y'all got the game really fucked up. Y'all got the game fucked all the way up, son. Believe it. Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this, you heard me? Watch this. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm gonna go in that Walmart with a basket, and I'm gonna...
So, everybody see him. Watch for him. Because, he crazy.
Rank all kind of shit up and throw this shit in the basket. I'm gonna walk right about that bitch. Put this in the car. I'm out of there. Gone. I'm out of there. You know what?
So, I thought it was actually going to be
the
air traffic controllers.
Cuckoo.
That would get this country back on track. Because of families complaining.
Had to do it.
Well,
Tell me that man don't look possessed. Tell me he don't look like he's possessed. He acting crazy, talking crazy, rolling his eyes. I don't know what he's doing. I'm like this. But he acting crazy like he's possessed. And then he's threatening, making comments like that. No, that's not nice. You don't do that. Shame on you. Especially during a holiday season. Like, did everybody forget what these holidays mean? That's part of the problem is nobody remembers what these holidays actually mean. They're not just holidays to stuff your face full of turkey and bits and stuff and whatever your traditions are. It's a time to spend with your loved ones and your family and give thanks for the things that you have, because there are many people who don't have. Okay? And it's about giving thanks and remembering the people that struggle to make this nation a great nation that it is today. Now, how you feel or what your fifis are, I don't give a rat's patootie. What I care about is remember what these holidays are. Christmas is about our Lord and Savior, Jesus, and his birth, and celebrating that. It's not about gifts. It's not about food. And all the prophets pretty much said the same thing, that the nation of America, the United States, falls because of problems from within. And yeah, we're heading right down that path because of people like this.
Well, no. We have a whole new problem here. Yeah. All these folks who are not going to get their food stamps, they are about to light up all of these stores, convenience stores, Walmarts, grocery stores. It's going to be mass chaos. It's probably going to make the Summer of Love look like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Here's another EBT recipient openly admitting if he doesn't get food stamps in November,
Which he will not.
All I know is if I don't receive my benefits this month, the food stamps, I feel bad for the motherfucking shop, right? I will just be rolling my cart out that bitch like I paid for it. But I guess the card just didn't work this month. It'll work next month. I owe y'all now.
Do you think it's like an like a debit card or a credit card that you just get to swipe and that money's yours? No, that's not how that works, sweetie. It's not, but you know, whatever. You do not need to take things that do not belong to you simply because something happened. You make do, you figure it out. The government will open eventually. And the stuff will get back to normal. But if you do something silly and stupid, you'll end up being charged and could go to jail. You know, you get little bracelets that are silver that match real pretty like and they connect. Yeah, those. Yeah. And that's more important to you, that you could do that and be gone for the holidays. And then the whole idea of celebrating with your family goes right out the window because you're going to be celebrating with Billy Bob Thornton down the road or whatever, or Chris Fairy Jeans, I don't know, or Tim Too Much Eyebrow Nose Hairs, I don't know. I'm making up things as I go because I don't have a great imagination when it comes to names. Every time Sam, Toto, and Simpson, I don't know. Jin, Ben, I don't know. Anyway, point is that all these people that are saying that they're going to do these things, bad people, evil people. You know what? So all you think about is food. It's not about giving thanks. It's for what you have, you ungrateful person. It's not about being with your family and your loved ones. No, you don't care about that because your butt could get
What they talking about?
unbelievable.
Turkey, ham,
So he's a thug.
all the good shit. Fuck that shit. All I know is if
that's just two of them, guys. That's just
These
two.
people are real gems.
Here's I mean, therefore I am, right? EBT club member threatened that if her food stamps are put on hold, she and her boyfriend will steal food from grocery stores.
This
He'll
lady's a
resort to
real
violence
gem.
if anyone tries
Real
to
gem
stop
right here coming up. I am so glad I don't live near big cities.
If they stop my food stamps, me and my man will be at the grocery store walking out with two big ass carts, and ain't bet nobody better do nothing because my man coming hard behind me, and it only take him one time to punch your ass. All I know is if they stop my
threatening violence. That's what's happening right now.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
TikTok challenge
You
because
all
everyone's
will
doing
be
it.
the fall of America by the
Smoking
way
20s
you're
I've seen about
acting.
EBT,
You don't act
killing,
like
robbing, and
this.
looting, and
This
threatening
is
those
not
to
how
get
we
out of the way.
behave ourselves.
I'm telling you right now, y'all better lock y'all cars at night, lock your cars, lock your house up. If you're one of them people that just leave your car unlocked, parked in your driveway, better lock it. With the food stamps being gone and people not gonna have no, people gonna eat, okay? Nobody's just gonna, this is 2025, nobody's just
First of all, how is it that nobody has, like, I don't know how people can possibly say that they don't have. You've been getting them up until now, and some of these people that I've seen on TikTok and other things, I've seen them talk about how they get $1,700 a month, $2,000 a month, $7,000 a month, $3,000. You spending all that money a month and you have no backup? I don't get it. Sorry guys. Okay, so let's get back to the video.
food stamps, I'm telling you right now, even with the government shutdown and the food stamps and stuff being gone for next month, and it's going to affect everybody, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm not even going to talk about it too much, because, hey, you know what's about to happen. Lock your cars, lock them. Y'all better lock your cars.
Not even just grocery stores. They are threatening to rob your houses and steal your cars because the government shut down. Here's another one.
And why would you rob someone else and steal their vehicles and their possessions? What are you, idiots? Come on, man. Grow a brain cell. This is why we need asylums back. For people like this.
A woman warns Trump about canceling her EBT cards.
y'all better stay the fuck out of my way. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with carts and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, oh, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit, swipe my link card as soon as that bitch say ain't no pin to balance on.
Do you think people are stupid enough to not realize they're going to tell you right off the get that you're not going to be able to swipe anything? The moment you swipe it and you go, oh, it doesn't work because it's EBT, they're going to say, okay, they're going to have somebody at that door. Most major grocery stores are hiring security, and I guarantee you they are police security, not just security guards. Not that there's anything wrong with security guards. God bless you all. Love you. God bless. My father was a security guard at one point. But that being said, people like this are the reason America will fall. Because she doesn't care about anybody else but her and hers. What happened to God in your life? What happened? You need a little Jesus in your life, sweetie.
There, I'm going to walk
And you scary.
the fuck out. And I'm gonna have one of my cousins with me that'll punch up
And she gonna have one of her cousins with you.
so hard you won't think a Jet 2 holiday hit your big ass. If you think
And what if somebody takes... Y'all are dumb. These people are so low class. And you really need Jesus in your life to be talking like this. Shame on you. Remember, when you do bad things to people, Whatever you do comes back to you 100-fold when you meet your maker. When they show you your book of life, you're going to have to answer for that, whatever you do. And they won't want to hear the reason, well, my family was cut off from EBT. They're going to say, there's no reason. They'll probably forgive or whatever, but I'm just saying, y'all better repent. This is going to cause scary.
If you feeling motherfucking frog, bitch, you ain't gonna make it back to your motherfucking position.
I am so sorry about her mouth. Wow, she's filthy mouth. President Trump, please be careful out there. May God be safe, keep you safe. Because these people are absolutely, sorry guys, I haven't had I'm supposed to get ads with this YouTube, whatever, but they usually let me skip a few at least. But it takes a minute. Hold on, it's coming. And I get it. I don't want to
Here's
say,
another one.
hold on. I don't want to say, yeah, I get it. Millions of people might need that help. And millions of people might go without that help. And I get that. That sucks, especially during the holidays. But to behave like animals is not the way to go. Because if you do something like that, then all you are no better than the lowest criminals and I don't know. Basically, you would be the people would look at you and go, why, so low class, so no. Those are the people that you would stay away from in society because they crazy. That's the point. Now, I don't have a problem with people and anyone. But this is why I stay home and don't go out in public and don't live anywhere near a large city because of people like this.
They're bragging about stealing if their benefits get cut.
Biggs. The fact that Trump think he doing something by not giving food stamps next month, like bitches don't have purses and bags. Bitch, we're gonna eat, and we're gonna eat good on your dime, huh?
First of all, it's not on Trump's dime, sweetie. That's where you're mistaken. You're not hitting Trump. Will it affect the economy? Yeah, because it'll affect the stores. So when the stores in those neighborhoods then shut down, then you have nobody to buy groceries or steal groceries from. So that's what happened to places like Kmart and, I don't know, other places in certain urban areas that didn't last. Toys R Us, Babies R Us. I don't know if they're down by the city or whatever, or down by big cities, but where I live, I don't see those stores. Because bad things happen, and people stole, and people, tends to happen in larger cities where more dense population occurs, like LA and places like that, and Chicago and places like that. So, and I'm not saying, and Portland's another one. Where are all these riots at? Big major cities. And now we're going to have more nonsense going on. These people are crazy, and they don't realize this is not going to bother. This isn't Trump's doing. This has more to do, I'm sure Trump has say over the Republicans, granted, and yes, he could make this go away, granted, but the Democrats are also refusing to play ball. The point is that everybody needs to sit down, shut up, chill out, and stop acting stupid. Because what ends up happening is you are going to cause our nation and our country and us to fall. every prophecy that has ever been written, y'all are going to make come true.
Yeah,
People
well,
like
big
this.
corporations done. Cause what? Who said ain't stopping no motherfucking show? You wait and see
Your mama should have raised you better.
how hungry people get and see what the fuck happens.
You make do. You open your community up together. It's supposed to bring you people together. Adversity brings people together in a loving, sharing kind of way instead of stealing from each other. That's where the whole love thy neighbor came into play. Hello? Did nobody past Gen X ever read a Bible? Because I see so many of these people who don't even understand what the heck they're saying. Because first of all, if you walk into a big name store like ShopRite, as these people are saying they're going to do, or Walmart, even better, oh, you might get out there, but security cameras, police guards, you think, and yes, these will be actual police they hear. Because if you think these people aren't making security right now for this, if you don't think these big name stores are prepping for stuff like this, you guys are so sadly delusional and in denial. We have a president who is willing and has openly showed his willingness to bring the military onto the streets. And you guys are acting like so foolish. So incredibly, incredibly foolish. Because there's no reason for it. None. Absolutely no reason for this kind of behavior. And yet people are still behaving like this. And this is exactly what leads to the end times prophecies all coming true. People like this.
Bitch, let me tell you something. Them junkies that be on North Avenue is gonna have a field motherfucking day. They gonna make their money on you. Okay? You ain't stopping shit. Okay? Because as long as I got a purse, a car, bitch, some car keys, my baby's just gonna eat if I have to. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Touch me if you got. That's the fact that Trump think he doing something about.
Oh, another one. David Senna.
Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we're gonna.
Carla writes, why are food stamp Americans always so fat? Well, it's because, RFK Jr. is trying to address that by
cutting out the
restricting what
junk
you can buy with
food.
those unhealthy products. Anyway,
I've seen people who were unbelievably disgustingly buying their kids all this junk. Now, am I saying I've never bought junk food for my kids? Oh, heck no. I love junk food too. But ever hear moderation? And that's not supposed to be the main thing you purchase. Believe me, I yelled at my daughter just the other day I said, my granddaughter has a heart condition. You don't need to be giving her any kind of things like potato chips and things like that, because that's not good for her.
hey, what's this one saying?
Many people hate TikTok. So I was scrolling to TikTok and I just saw that.
Hold on. 1 second. Sorry, making my coffee because it's my favorite drink in the whole world. But the thing about the whole EB, and believe me, I get both sides. And you know what? It does. People need it. And Trump needs to understand that. And the administration needs to understand that. And these leaders need to stop playing these games and open the government back up so these programs aren't affected. And they should be working together instead of always fighting and always making it about power. Because if you think these people are not making things about power, you are all sadly naive, gullible, and silly. Because the Democratic Party did allow this mass influx of illegal immigration to happen, because suddenly all over these sanctuary cities, people are allowed to, well, illegal, undocumented, are allowed to get away with voting in local elections. Because they live there. Well, look what happened in Florida. I believe it was Florida with the illegal migrant or whatever it is that people want us to say nowadays because people's fifis get hurt. But the point is that the dude didn't have a CDL. And he lived in a sanctuary city, didn't have any, and then he's popping illegal. I hate driving. And I don't drive on the highway. I avoid it at all costs. But even I know you don't pop a U-turn on any highway, especially in an 18-wheeler. Duh. That's just plain out and out stupidity. And on all fronts, I'm sorry, that's just dumb. Now, that being said, you get this stuff a lot. Where? In all these sanctuary nonsense cities. Because, well, it's what they want. And the Democrats used to be about the working class. They're not anymore. So maybe we need to keep that in mind, because the Democratic Party used to be the party for the working man, the working class. Not anymore. As I said. Want to know why? They're now the party of intolerance and hate. If you don't agree with them, sorry, my cord was running away from me. My power cord. Had to make my coffee. Had to. We'll get right back to the video. Sorry. But had to make sure it doesn't time out. Point is they're not about us anymore. And y'all need to realize that. And stop playing these stupid games. And all these government leaders, Democratic, Republican, and do you think hurting your fellow citizen helps the situation? There's people who are saying things like they're going to do bad things to thy neighbor instead of loving thy neighbor. Oh, they're going to break in and take their possessions. So y'all are going to act like a bunch of crazed lunatics like in a Mad Max film. Is that it? Because that's the quickest way, the quickest way to have our military on the street. The absolute 100% quickest way. Because the one thing I do know is that our president doesn't tolerate disorder. He does not like people who break the law. He's very strict about that, about law and order. And I can tell you right now, with these people making these little comments all over their little TikToks and their little social media posties, those crazy, crazy idiots, I hope the DOJ comes knocking on your door. I'm going to make sure I forward this to them just because. Oh, I already did. Look at that.
Next month, us low class people, our lower class. We ain't gonna get no motherfucking food stamps. Let me tell you. You know how many people I have seen saying they're gonna go to Walmart and steal? Like, they don't know that we don't give a fuck. Like, either you're gonna give us food or we're gonna take that baby.
What? Was that English? This is why people... You said it right. Us low class. You low class. Very low class. Like super below deck low class. And then you making comments like that. Oh, you're not going to give it to us? Well, we're going to take it. We're going to take it because that's us. Please. Is that how we do? Is that how we treat people? How do you think God would look upon that? How do you think Jesus would look upon that? I'm going to be staying home and praying for the souls of this nation. Because I'll tell you what, these people need all the prayers they're going to get.
Why are they doing this? Like, why are they trying us like this? Like, come on now. We're trying to survive out here. And the way that we survive is by taking shit. So.
No, actually, it's called working for a living. Will you be perfect in life? You'll have good times. You'll have bad times. But, you know, you can be comfortable. A lot of people go shopping without any kind of help from anyone. And they buy and they are able to feed their family. Are they buying top of the line shrimp and lobster and mixed seafood bags and stuff like that? No, they're not. Because that shit's expensive. Yeah, we're buying drumsticks, ground beef by the family, both packs, because you could break that up and make 6 meals. A lot of pastas, rice, things like that. Yeah. And we use a lot of stuff called flavoring to make it edible. You see, instead of taking what doesn't belong to you just because you think you're entitled to it. Because you ain't entitled to shit. What have you done to earn anything? Nobody owes you shit. Certainly not the government. Because guess what? That money is not the government's. It's technically the taxpayers. But it's given to the... I can't even begin to explain it because I'm not that smart. My kid would be able to... My college-age kid who isn't going to be like a smart math person would be able to explain it better than I could. But I can tell you right now, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. And stop crying and playing the victim and acting like somebody owes you something, because nobody owes you shit. Nobody. Maybe your kid's father, I don't know, but besides that, nobody else owes you shit. Okay? So take a back seat and sit down and shut up, because just because there's things called food banks and getting help from the neighbor that y'all are threatening to take from, and helping, coming together as you work together. And this is like, y'all are saying, oh, we're going to do this day one. Like, you got no resources. I always saw people on this TikTok talking about getting some ridiculous amount, like $7,000 a month. She had something ridiculous, like 18 kids or something. I don't know. But the point is that that's ridiculous. Some of the amounts people were getting, and you're telling me, I spend maybe, I'd say $600 a month in groceries. Because you don't need it that much. I'm sorry. And then you can stock up on certain things that are dry goods. What is wrong with that? You're telling me none of you did that? You're threatening, You're saying day one we're going to do this. Ridiculous.
Together. Get it together, MAGA. Because y'all motherfuckers are the ones.
How is this MAGA? This isn't on MAGA. Stop blaming us for your piss poor behavior. This has got nothing to do with MAGA. Okay, this has to do with our leaders. Do you know what a government shutdown is, people? You obviously need an education because you don't obviously know what a government shutdown is. It means they shut the government down, which means nobody gets any money coming out. That's a normal thing that happens during a government shutdown. And if you didn't know that, you saying, oh, this is on MAGA or this is on Trump. No, actually, no. It's on the Democratic and Republican leaders to open the government open. Because they could come to an agreement, and they should come to an agreement rather quickly, I would hope, and stop playing games with us. Because they're trying to do this, because what the Democrats are doing is they're trying to hold the government hostage and saying that they're giving Obamacare and giving millions of free health care to illegal immigrants. And the Republican side is saying, absolutely not, that's a deal breaker, because it goes against everything the Republican side stands for. So, I mean, get your heads out of your asses, people, and realize that this is how this goes. This is the way government works. And if you didn't know that, then you weren't paying attention in school. Unless they stopped teaching world history. I don't know. Probably with these newfangled, silly school districts.
They need more full times than us Latino and blacks. So, good luck to ya.
What's that got to do with any of that? What is your attitude, I'll say your background, have to do? Because goodness gracious, I have to be careful with everything I say. Because I have blue eyes and blonde hair. And yes, it is blonde. It's just old age. Anyway. Anyway. This is also wisdom, by the way. Because I lived through all this already. We had riots when I was going to school. Because they were still having issues with people of different cultures and backgrounds coming together. So there was a bunch of fighting going on and stuff like that. So I lived through all this before. Now, this nonsense is absolutely BS. And yes, our leaders can come together. But them blaming the voters is stupid. Them stealing from stores like Walmart and ShopRite and other stores is absolutely stupid. Especially if it's a mom and pop, because then you're hurting small businesses. A small town, probably your neighbor who came here for just a better life. And they're the ones you're hurting with your nonsense.
And you voted for this.
And I don't know what the heck you were.
Oh my
Guess
goodness.
what? I've seen people who, and no, just because you voted for Trump does not mean you voted for this. This is the government shutdown. What are you, stupid? You think people voted to have the government shut down? You're dumb. You're absolutely dumb. I'm sorry, people. Oh, Lord, help me stay strong and give the message without the. Okay. Let's take a step back and say it this way. You are foolish if you think that the people who voted for Trump wanted things like the government to shut down. Were we in favor of mass deportation? Yes, we were. Because we don't feel that people should be in our country that want to do this country harm. And yes, that was allowed during the Biden administration, according to all the reports. So maybe you guys need to start actually doing some damn research before you just make comments like, oh, I'm going to take what's mine because it's mine because I'm entitled. No, you ain't entitled to nothing. And you think you acting like a hoodlum and a thug, and shame on you. What would Jesus do? What would God do? Remember, you do have to answer to them. And with that kind of lifestyle, sooner, probably, rather than later. Because people that are crazy, and people that act like this, and people that act like all these examples, that's that kind of, danger zone.
I don't even like to. There's a
Yeah, people are nuts. That's how they end up getting
threatening to
harmed.
kill Americans.
It's insane.
It's from the store, and people are going to start, I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing. People are going to start, instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're going to start watching people go to their cars, and they're going to take all of their groceries. And you know what the store going to do? Not our problem. Not our business. It's outside the store. They didn't do it in the store.
If people do that, then they're absolutely horrifyingly disgusting, because somebody could get hurt. And that's the fastest way that the perpetrator as well could get hurt. Because if you don't think a lot of people who know this is going on are stupid, especially a lot of people are going to be prepared for that. They're going to be prepared, which means they're going to be ready to make sure to defend themselves, because this country's already been acting all crazy with the marches and the No Kings rallies and all this nonsense that's been going around, because people have no brain cells. They got nothing better to do with their lives but cause chaos and drama and whine like a bee. Anyway, point is that I have seen so many stupid people making stupid comments, and yet I have not seen one person say, not one, well, you know what? I'm gonna take what I have, and I'm gonna make sure that my neighbor has, and we're gonna come together as a whole community, and we're gonna make sure that we take care of each other. I have not seen one person do that. Not one. But I see a lot of selfish, hating thy neighbor. And you know what happens with that? That whole fire and brimstone for eternity. That's hot. I hope you got some suntan lotion, or some aloe vera. What's that stuff called? Not suntan lotion. Aloe vera. The lotion, the stuff that cools up sunburn, because that's so hot down there. And I tell you what, because one of the 10 commandments is love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. And I hear a whole lot of not loving thy neighbor going on right now.
Not our property.
From a lady who should know better, because look at that lady. She looking a little on the older side. I'd say mid to upper, anywhere from 35. I'd say anywhere, I don't know, I'm terrible at guessing age. I'd say around 40, I don't know. Either way, still way too old to know better. She should know better.
Authorities, make a report. They're going to leave your ass for dead. And people are really going to be stealing people's carts of groceries out of the grocery parking lot. I'm telling you. It seems like it's headed that way.
I hope there's some nice old lady, some nice old granny with her cane, and the moment somebody tries to take Granny's loaf of bread, Granny gonna beat him with either her bag or her cane, and I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh so hard till I cry, because y'all be deserving that, a granny whooping. Because if you stealing from people, you your mama and daddy didn't raise you right.
Now,
Yeah, I mean, this is the viral trend right now. Everywhere. And Eric King writes, these videos are everywhere.
This is disgusting. Now, I'm not going to keep going, but it's pretty much it. But they're everywhere. You could catch them on TikTok, I'm sure, all over the place, on X, all over the place, all over social media. It's a viral trend, apparently, that these people are saying these things. This is absolutely disgusting and disheartening that we've gotten to this point. The prophets, they were right. Nostradamus was right. Baba Vanga was right. Jean Dixon, I know that I learned that one today. She was right. They all said the same thing, very similar. They maybe not using the same wording, but very similar wording. That a nation will fall from within, from the enemy within. The enemy within is us. When people are making comments like, oh, I'm not going to get my food stamps. Oh, I'm not going to get my food stamps. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this to my neighbor. I'm going to do that to my neighbor. Instead of coming together as a community and helping each other out during the hard times. This is how we pull together. This is how you guys act. When 9/11 happened, did we come together or pull apart? How we behave when a crisis occurs is what makes a nation and what makes you a person. A godly person or a devil person. Because people who love each other and care about one another and come together during time of crisis, those are the people that end up surviving. Those are the people that end up being the ones that build the next civilization, because those are the ones that usually are the ones that come together and smart and save our resources and protect each other in small but efficient groups. Come on, people, stop this talk. Instead of, it's called come together as a community. Be together. Help each other out. Love each other. Do not make these videos where you're going to you're going to teach the man. You're going to teach the man because you're going to go in the shop, right? You're going to walk out with 2-3 grocery carts full of food that your dumbass don't need that much groceries, because nobody does. Where are you putting that kind of groceries? Were you stupid? And then that's called hoarding. That's called selfish behavior. And then you're going to take from your neighbor? What's wrong with you people? Y'all are animals. Y'all are crazed animals to act like this. And the saddest part is that's never guaranteed anyway. Do you people not understand that? That is a government benefit that you are not owed. That money's not for you specifically. Do you get that? Do you understand that that money is never guaranteed? You can be denied at any time. That nobody owes you anything. Do you get that? That's what cracks me up about these people, is they're saying, oh, if my EBT card ain't reloaded, that's not your anything. That is a government program that the government decided to be nice and benefit you you and your family, a certain amount of money each month to help your family survive during a harsh time. It was never meant to be forever, and it was never meant as a guarantee. That's not your money. You did nothing to earn that. You got that? Do the people who are making these little videos, how about being thankful? Thanksgiving's coming up. How about being thankful that you were getting the help to begin with? I mean, no. These people decide they want to make comments and videos like this crazy nonsense, and then they're going to sit there with their little Harry Sisson and all these people and make all these video contents, and they think they're cute with their little statements, but it harms people more than anything, and you're not helping things, and that's not right, not even a little bit. Because, I mean, what would Jesus say? What would Jesus do about all of this? Would he say for you, well, gee, yeah, you know what? They owe you your food stamps, by golly. You should go to the store and rob your neighbor and take groceries and stuff that doesn't belong to you and items that don't belong to you. And when people come at you, do them more harm. No, he wouldn't. No, he would look at you and go, my child, love thy neighbor. Help thy neighbor. Be with each other. Teach each other. He wouldn't want this from us. God, who created us, our Lord in heaven, would not want this for us. He would not. I am asking you guys and begging you guys to stop this nonsense. Is it going to be tough times? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, it will be. Especially if you weren't planning for it. The government shutdown has hurt a lot of people. A lot of people are suffering. I heard Social Security benefits are being taken from some people because that program, or all people, because that program's not working either. Some people rely on those funds. So do I think this is right? No, but I think there are better ways to handle it. We need to come together as a community, not stand against each other. I mean, come on. Is this what you guys really want? Because this isn't going to solve anything. And if you were raised with any kind of heart and soul and love in your home at all, then you were taught in some manner about God and Jesus. If you were a Christian, brought up in any kind of religious household, let's put it that way. Even for the atheist out there, this is your home. Do you want it to get destroyed by crazed lunatics who are just willy-nilly destroying stores and taking things and that don't... Is this what we want for our country? Ow, sorry. Old age is creeping up on me. Hold on, I gotta uncramp my hand. And my coffee cup. Hold on, guys. I'm coming, I promise. Perfect. Sorry. The point is this is not who we are. We're better than this. Remember 9/11 and all these other tragic events that have occurred throughout the years. Many things have happened throughout the years. Instead of causing panic and chaos to each other and to the streets and to our loved ones and to the world, why would we do this to each other? Instead of standing together and coming together and saying, you know what, okay, times are going to be tight. Our government shut down for the stupid reason. But you know what? Those are leaders. Ha, ha, ha. They're stupid. And yes, I know, exactly. And guess what? The last time this happened, it was both the Democratic and Republican side who were playing the same kind of game. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And they're doing it now. back and forth, back and forth. They're having my toy is bigger than your toy. My toy tiger is bigger than your toy giraffe. I don't know. Or my military is better than your military. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I got to keep it somewhat PG. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Because that's all this is a big old peeing match between both sides. Democrats have their breaking point, and the Republicans have their breaking point. And guess what? Democrats, the Republicans have, this is their time. This is not your time. How about sit back, regroup, and get a real leader that can bring it back to your side of thinking, or at least even it out, or whatever you want to call it. But stop fighting the administration, because we're sick of it. We're tired of it. It's getting old fast. It's because now this is starting. Do you see what people are saying online? Pay attention, please. And stop allowing this in our streets. It's not okay. This is not okay. This is apocalyptic actions that are happening in our streets at this point. Just saying. And no, that's not being mean, being dramatic or anything like that. Do you see how these people are talking? They don't care. They're saying, let somebody come up on them. And look how they're saying they will handle themselves. In a very evil, twisted way. I mean, what is wrong with people? That's the first thought you have? Instead of, gee, I wonder how my neighbor will do, or how my family's doing. Hey, maybe I can form a group, or maybe we can get together as a neighborhood group. Let me go knock on some neighbors' doors, and let's see if those people want to come together during this tough time, that is uncertain time, or even if it's your friends or your family or whatever. But the point is that we as a nation need to come together, not separate further. This division shit needs to stop, because it's not okay. I mean, come on. You guys are acting like a bunch of damn children. Actually, children act more mature than this. I mean, I'm only going to be on this planet for whatever amount of time left. I'm 50-something years old. I'm not going to tell you my full age. But anyway, point is that I'm in my 50s now, and I'm not perfect. I smoke. I have a cocktail every now and then. I eat not too great, not too perfect of a balanced meal. I try my best, but it's not perfect. But the point is at this point in my life, I'm not changing who I am. But the thing about it is that I am also realistic in knowing that I'm only going to be on this plane of existence now for probably another, I'm hoping for 10, 20, 15, 20, 30 years. Well, I'm hoping for 80. I'm hoping for 80. Okay. But not if it's going to be this. Wow. This is scary. I'm terrified for my kids and my grandbabies. I'm terrified. Because people are... Have you seen how they're acting? Why? Why are you behaving like this? Did your mamas and daddies then raise you right? And you can't even reason with these people because they think they're right. They're not right. They're crazy. Make asylums great again. Make asylums great again. Because this is absolutely batshit insane that people are behaving in this way. This will make God react. Something like this. And I hope it does, honestly. I hope God does. I hope God goes, you know what? Sodom and Gomorrah, New York, LA. Y'all are crazy, or wherever all these, Portland and Chicago and LA, or wherever all these things are going on. He gonna get to a point where he gonna go, I think I'm gonna break some seals. I think I'm gonna pull the plug. I think I'm gonna snap my finger and call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day. You wanna know why? Because we're acting worse than, put it this way, we've already surpassed Sodom and Gomorrah, baby. And if you don't know the story, look it up. It's Noah's time. And, oh yeah, the book of Revelations. Check out the video I did on it. But there's a section on it where it says, as in the days of Noah, will it be when the Son of Man, with the Son of Man or something like that, when the Son of Man returns or something like that. But the point is, I don't remember word for word. But the point is read the book of, or you don't even have to read it. You could just put some earphones on while you're typing at business or taking a nap or whatever it is you do during the day or night, whenever you want to do it, and listen to the story that I read of the book of Revelations. I'm probably going to do another one of it because that one was my first time doing it, and it was a little choppy, and I wasn't crazy about it, so I might redo it, an updated version of it, if you will. But my point is this. Y'all need to remember about coming together as a nation. It's one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's the way it's supposed to work. Not, not the way it's going right now. With all this division and rivalry and my side wants the illegal immigrants to do this and have that. Okay, free healthcare. Nobody gets fucking free healthcare. Somebody's got to. There's nothing free in this world. Your mamas and daddies should have taught you that. Learn it. Get over yourselves. There's nothing free in this world. Do we understand? Nothing free. Because if it's free, did your mamas and daddies ever teach you if something usually sounds too good to be true, that's because it generally is too good to be true? I'm just saying. Now, here's the point. I don't give a rat's ass if you like Trump. I don't give a rat's ass if you're a Democrat or a Republican. I care that you're a human damn being. I care that you're my brother or sister in Christ. That's what I care about. I do not care, nor do I want to hear any more nonsense about people who are thugs, and these people are criminals. If you're willing to go do this day one, then you're nothing but a criminal anyway. Because that's obviously what you planned on doing regardless. Because you're ready to jump out the gate doing this. Like day one, they're saying they're doing this. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. But I'm not even saying I understand it because I can't even fathom doing something like that because that's, well, it's a criminal act. And I'm not a criminal. Because you know what happens? Criminals don't go. At least, because if you're breaking the law, it means you're breaking God's law as well. God's generally not down with that. Just saying. So, y'all do what you want, but me personally, I want to go. I want my first class ticket up there. Alright, so yeah. I mean, come on, guys. All these prophecies are coming true. We got Mondami, because this Curtis Sweelo, and I'm sorry, Curtis, but you know what? You've been running since what, the 70s, 80s? I don't remember when you started to run, but every time there is a New York City mayoral office candidate spot that opens up, you run. And you always have the same amount of support. You have yet to win. Do you understand this? Please do us all a favor and step the heck down. Because that would be the right thing to do. The reason it's the right thing to do is because you absolutely have to know that you're not going to win. You're nowhere near winning. But your voters won't vote for someone like Mamdani, which and then would make them go for Cuomo. Which, even if you don't like him, he's a damn sight better than Mamdani. And it has nothing to do with Mamdani's anything. It has to do with his policies. The man is going to... He was seen smiling ear to ear with a co-conspirator, allegedly, from the news clip that I saw of the World Trade Center thing that I mean, that's allegedly. Really? That's who he's taking photos with? Are you serious? They basically help plan a major bad event that happened in New York City. Interesting. And he's in a picture with that guy, smiling ear to ear, chin to chin, whatever you want to call it. And y'all still think that's cool. You guys know anything about New York City? Like, do any of you guys know about your own city? Wow. That's shocking to me. Because I could tell you that back in my day, there's no way in hell Mamdani would have made any kind of office with those policies. I can tell you right now, he's going to destroy New York City. Hopefully somebody stops him from the government and says, you know what? You can't just push this law. You can't push this. You can't do this. You can't do that. So hopefully there'll be people keeping him from doing. Because I saw a video with somebody from his team that was very talky. And he admitted some things that were very interesting. Very scary interesting. Y'all need to read the Bible. Y'all need to see my book of Revelations chapter reading, or just pick up the book of Revelations and read it, and you will see all this stuff. It's the end times, man. It's the end times. I'm telling you guys, I can see it. That's how important it. Plus, Three-Eye Atlas. What's going on with that? You're telling me there's nobody at NASA with a interstellar object, only the third in history going through our solar system. And you're telling me, regardless of its position right now currently, you're telling me that they're not watching that like a hawk? BS. Baloney. I don't know what's going on. Do I think it's an alien spaceship? I don't know. A lot more people who are a lot smarter than me make that decision. I just think it's weird that people are telling us that there's nobody at NASA that are looking at these photos and studying this shit from our best telescope. Baloney. And if it's not an alien spacecraft, why wouldn't NASA just come out and go, there's nothing to see here? They haven't. Why haven't they? That's what people are saying. Because usually things like NASA on an object like Three-Eye Atlas would be all over this. And if not them, then others. And I'm not talking obscure people, and no offense, Avi Loeb, I know you're the most highly regarded when it comes to this, but we're not talking world global leaders here or anything like that that know about this kind of stuff. Like, these people aren't like world astronomers or physicists or anything like that. People you would think would be like the president and vice president would be making announcements about it and stuff like that. But nobody's talking about it. And it's not because it just doesn't matter. Trust me. Because when you got something that is, I think they said that was bigger, like so massive, it would be 3 of Manhattan Island or something crazy like that. It's like massive, massive, massive. This thing is bigger than the Dino one. Like massively bigger than the Dino one. And you're telling me nobody's paying attention to that? Except some Harvard scientists and a couple rare groups. And maybe some groups out of other countries. But out of the United States, none of our top scientists, no offense, Dr. Loeb, I'm not talking about, you're a Harvard scientist, I got you, I understand, and I respect you with all authority that you have there. I'm not talking about that, though. I'm talking like high-ranking officials like NASA or even our military. You telling me nobody's paying attention to this? Come on. Seems a little funny. And right now it's behind our sun. So when it comes back around, it's going to be around October 29th that we're going to see what happens. Is this thing going to approach Earth? Or is it just going to go on by? I don't know. I've seen some prophecies going on where Three-Eye Atlas approaches Earth because they're here because of something that happens within the United States. I bet you they're here because of all of this dissension. Because we can't pay attention to anybody else because we're so busy with all of this inside fighting, this division within, that guess what? Somebody who doesn't like us from the out can sneak in when we're not paying attention because we're too busy going, oh, my Fifi face, my feelings got hurt. Because we're too busy with people going, well, I think I'm owed this or that, so I'm just going to take what's mine. No, you're not taking what's yours because that was never yours to begin with. That was given to you as a generous gift, as a generous help. And your way to thank them is to say, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this because it's mine. No, it's not yours. What is wrong with people? Are people cuckoo bananas? And you wonder why all these prophets, all these prophecies are going to come true. And it's all because of y'all. Not my subscribers, of course, because my subscribers are the best. They're not people that do this kind of stuff. I know it, because they would not. Because my people who subscribe to me, trust me, are not out doing this kind of stuff. Because they got better things to do with their time than that kind of stuff. That's evil stuff. Anyway, that's all for that topic for now. But please, 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 please be safe out there, people. People are losing their damn minds. And to the people that are making their comments like this, please, I'm asking you to remember, what would Jesus do? Do you think doing this, because let me tell you what, when you break the law, it doesn't matter if you were doing it so you could feed your family. Nobody's going to care. All they're going to care about is that you created a bad situation in which somebody else either did or could potentially be harmed. I mean, come on, people. This is not okay. Not ever. This is how we fall as a nation. Right here. Look at all the prophets. Take the weekend, at the very least. Take the weekend and look at these prophets. Baba Vanga, Nostradamus, for you ones that like a little botanical. The Simpsons. And believe me, I like a little botanical now and then too. And it's legal where I'm at. So I'm not breaking the law. Anyway, point is that all this nonsense got to stop. Because all it's going to do is harm innocence. Has nothing to do with the innocence. The cashier at ShopRite did nothing to you. The security guard at ShopRite did nothing to you. The lady that works at Walmart did nothing to you. And yet they're the ones that could get hurt. They're the ones that could be burdened by you. You don't seem to care about that, do you? Absolutely horrible. People are absolutely horrible. If you behave like this, you need to get down on your knees and say sorry to our Lord and Savior and Father, because he's going to be a little upset about that. But anyway, can you all do me a favor? Take the weekend and understand something. That ain't yours. You aren't owed that. That's a program that was never meant, as I said, to be a permanent program. That was meant originally. That wasn't even supposed to go this long. Originally. It was originally started as a wartime effort during, I think, one of the world wars. Anyway, point is that this is how we behave when we think that the world owes us anything. Because guess what? You're not owed anything. You came in on this plane of existence with nothing. And that's... Why do you think anyone owes you anything? I mean, come on. Your parents rate or whatever your childhood was like. You become an adult. They should have taught you right from wrong. Because this behavior, bad. Shame on you all who are making comments like this. Shame on you. I hope you people end up smartening up and realizing that nobody owes you anything. Those benefits weren't yours to begin with. They were given to you. But they're not yours. They could be taken at any time. Kind of says that on the application, I'm sure, somewhere. So stop with the, I'm going to do this, this, and this. If I don't get what's mine and da-da-da. Stop. Because that's not what we need. We need to come together. And need to remember. Remember 9/11? Remember other events like that? We came together. We didn't separate. Let's stop this behavior and let's come together again as Jesus and God would want. Because if we continue this, our nation, as great as it is, will fall. God bless. Peace out. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more. Thanks, guys.